Good day, everyone. It's Ian Visagie here, Cambium Product Manager at Myra Distribution. So, guys, basically today I'll be discussing ePMP, CN Pilot, CN Maestro, the wireless fabric, and some partner benefits from Cambium Networks. Basically, this will be a general overview and also a sort of a refresher with regards to existing technology. And I would also like to point out the benefits and the whys. Alright guys, so first up is Cambium's ePMP range. I think the star of the show currently is the ePMP 2000. Since we've launched Cambium as part of our portfolio, I think the ePMP 2000 has done tremendously well. And I think it's a very cost-effective solution for a WISP with regards to the current business model or sort of stating the case with regards to return on investment. Alright guys, so why would you want to use the ePMP 2000? Okay, I'm not going to cover the product item per item from a specification point of view, but I would like to point out some features that I think is very important, features that I think you need to remember. And basically the features that's stating the case of the why. All right, so the Cambium is very well known for GPS synchronization, okay, frequency reuse. So in layman's terms, basically you can deploy 4 radios on one eyesight using 2 channels on the 5 GHz license exempt band. Okay, so currently everybody knows 5 GHz is sort of congested in metro areas. So using as less spectrum as possible is a huge plus. So if you are able to deploy, let's say, 4 radios on 2 channels or 8 radios on 4 channels, of course you're sparing or using less spectrum. Okay, so GPS synchronization is a very big standout point when it comes to the 2000 and to with regards to Cambium Networks, as they're very well known for perfecting GPS synchronization and offering GPS synchronization that actually works. All right, guys, in smart beamforming, I've got a slide on smart beamforming, a huge benefit. Intelligent dynamic filtering, once again I've got a slide which I'll cover there. And then return on investment, capacity, guys. If you've got a very congested area and you need as much as possible concurrent connections on your base station, I think the 2000 is the way to go. It's spec'd at up to 120 concurrent subscriber modules on the base station. Real life deployment, I'm aware of guys running 60, that's 60 to 80 clients on one base station, depending whether it's a 2, a 4, maybe a 6 or a 10 meg package. So from a stability point of view and a capacity point of view, I think the 2000 is the way to go. All right, guys, and then there's also something called ePMP Elevate, which is also a nice feature, and Link Planner, the link planning tool. It's free of charge, it's very easy to use, and it's highly recommended when deploying any ePMP or Cambium products. Alright guys, so I'd just like to point out with regards to the intelligent filtering concept, typically what you'll have is a clean channel, and basically your radio will operate on that channel. What happens, you can control self-interference on your Cambiums, but you can't control your neighboring or your adjacent noise. So basically what happens is with the intelligent filtering concept, Cambium offers a feature where it masks out all the neighboring interference, and this channel is not static, it's actually a dynamic filter, so the filter can move around. Alright, so this will enable you to mask out or to filter any neighboring noise on the tower. Alright guys, so smart beamforming concept, beamforming is a very well-known technology in the wireless industry. So typically where you have a 90 to 120 degree RF section you need to cover with wireless, and you've got your clients, there will always be noise, there will always be another a subscriber module or client premises equipment that's pointing back in your area. So what happens now? With beamforming, you have directed beams communicating to each and every subscriber module. So once again, you eliminate noise. Okay, guys, so you'll see all the features that I've mentioned um, with regards to Cambium Networks is that, you know, GPS synchronization, dynamic filtering, beamforming, everything is there to reduce noise in a noisy environment and to use less spectrum in a congested environment. So that's what's, that's just some of the primary reasons why you'll go with something like the 2000. Not only because of the stability and the capacity, but all the noise filtering or features making it easier in noisy environments. Okay, I've just played the video of the assembly. You'll see that your radio is a connectorized radio with a sector antenna and the beamforming antenna, of course, being optional. So you've got 5 connectors on your radio, 2 for your sector and another 2 for your beamforming, and a 5th one for your GPS synchronized unit. So there's a nice cable tray on the side of your sector and a cap that you remove on top of the sector where you basically get to hide your GPS sync module. Okay. Alright guys, so from a subscriber point of view, the Force 180, the Force 200 and the 190 very popular. Expect at 220 megabits per second capacity, that's aggregate. Please note your Force 200 and your 180 has gigabit ports, your Force 190 has a 10100 port. And on the 180, you have 16 dBi integrated panel antenna, Force 225, and on the Force 190, you've got a 23 dBi gain antenna. So, of course, depending on your application or your distances for your subscriber modules, you've got the 3 options there. I'd just like to point out the ePMP 1000's not been discontinued or EOL'd. The full GPS sync or the AP Lite with GPS sync is still used in environments where you don't need the dynamic filtering or you don't need GPS or the beamforming, but you still have GPS synchronized units. The non-sync ePMP 1000 connectorized that operates on 5 GHz is very cost effective, so you'll still see that a lot of WISPs, it's a perfect fit for longer distances. If your client is quite a distance from the base station, you can use a third party, let's say a 30 or 32 dBi gain antenna with the non-sync 1000 unit.